Hey everybody, I am EQ and I'm gonna be talking about scientific inquiry today. So, scientific inquiry is a way in which scientists use to gain the knowledge of the world and everything around us, and to do so, scientists use a scientific method to gain that knowledge. So, I'll be using the magic meal experiment to demonstrate how you can use a scientific method to gain more knowledge about a certain things. This experiment is an easy at home experiment which you can use just only things that you already have at home, which in this case will be milk, some red food coloring, some purple food coloring, and some green food coloring, which you can also use other kind of color as well. And next up we will also have dish detergent, some cotton swab, some plates which I prefer to be a little bit shallow so that you can see the experiment pretty easily. And then next up is some straw to add food coloring to the milk. And next up I'll show you how this experiment works. And the first step to perform this experiment is to use a glass of milk and pour it in the shallow plate that we have got. And then add a little bit of food coloring by using a straw. The more you add it, the more the result will be clearer. So as yet you use like quite a lot of it, so it will get like a decent color and effect on there. Alright, and next up we just use the cotton thick and then just wipe it up a little bit like that, and then just place it on top of the milk. Then you see like that the dye is moving across the milk. And next up I will be talking about a science behind this experiment and the reason why the dyes move in this cool way. So if we look closer into the milk and the detergent molecule, you can see that in the milk molecules there are some water molecules, some fat molecules, and some protein molecules, which each of the molecules in the milk will react to the detergent molecule differently. The water molecules made of a negative charge on one end and a positive charge on the other. The fat molecule has a neutral charge, and the protein molecule, because of its complex structure, it have both positive and negative charges throughout their molecules. And the detergent molecule has a neutral charge on one end and the negative charge on the other. So when you put the detergent in the milk, the detergent molecule will move to attach to all the molecule in the milk, which the negative side of the detergent molecule will attach to the positive side in water and in proteins, and the neutral charge in the detergent will attach to the fat molecule. And with all the movement that is occurring, it is why the dye in the milk is also moving as well. So once you have known the science, I will be talking about how you can use the scientific method in this experiment. The scientific method has roughly about 6 steps, and the first one and also the most important one is to build up a question that you want to know, which in this case I want to know that other than the dish detergent, will other kind of detergent or soap work in this experiment as well? Which lead to the next step, which is doing a research on the information that you want to know or that is already known. So in this experiment, I have some research, and then I found out that the hand soap also have a similar charges as a dish detergent, which lead to the next step of a scientific method, which is making a hypothesis. A hypothesis is an educated guess or a prediction of the outcome of the experiment that you are going to do. So for this experiment, my hypothesis would be that the hand soap would have the same result as a detergent. And to prove my hypothesis, I'll use the experiment to prove that will the hand soap work instead of a dish detergent. I'll be using the hand soap, which is the one right here, to see if the result that you will get from this experiment will be the same as the dish detergent, or will it have a different result at the end. So let's see. Once you have done the experiment, the next step is to observe an experiment and see the result of the experiment, which you guys already have seen it in the earlier video. And as you can see, it had the same result as the dish detergent when you use a hand soap instead of dish detergent. So, which leads us to the last step of the scientific method, which is a conclusion. Which in this case, you can conclude that your hypothesis is correct. It had the same result as the dish detergent. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys like it. And here are some of the links, which in case if you guys want to know more about it, you can search into these two links.